Hey everyone, happy Monday morning to you. I hope all is well. Yeah, again, apologies on quiz 4. These things happen sometimes. But you needed to read those chapters on relapse prevention, special populations, and diverse cultures anyway. So the only difference is instead of taking the quiz, you're going to write out that little prompt. So one of you have already done it and completed it and been graded. Others, just do it by Wednesday. You'll be fine. You'll get the same amount of points for the quiz. That said, that's your last quiz. So there's that. But that means this week is your last DB, and it's on prevention, chapter 13. I'll be curious to read your thoughts on that chapter. In the syllabus, it says the 14th through the 16th. I'm not sure what the due date shows. I don't recall. It's been several months since I've made this schedule. And then technically the 17th through the 20th is your Easter break. I'm going to leave the due dates the same. You can turn them in before and take your break, or you can just turn them in like regular on Thursday and Saturday. It's totally up to you. Either way is fine for me. After that DB, you're down to 2 assignments, and one is worth 25% of your grade. I have no doubt you'll be fine, and you'll knock it out of the park as you've done everything else here. But it's on your theories paper. So next week, the 21st through the 26th. Is that next week already? God, time flies. You will have nothing due in this course. It'll be a week to work on your theories paper. So you could technically be done with this class as soon as you're done with these 2 papers. Read the directions very carefully. I'll do another short video next week on the paper itself. But look, it's on 2 theories. You got a choice of motivational interviewing and cognitive behavioral therapy. You'll use both as an LCDC very regularly. I kind of like to say this: have a foundational piece. For me, I think those 2 are my foundation, in particular motivational interviewing. I probably use it more than I should, honestly, but I just think it makes sense to me. I'm not here to tell people what to do. I'm here to work with you. What are you willing to do, right? That's motivational interviewing in a nutshell. Roll with the resistance. Let the truth do the confronting. On one hand, you're saying you want these consequences to stop. On the other hand, you're drinking every day. Let that truth do the confronting. I don't have to confront. Let the situation confront. Excuse me, that's motivational interviewing. So cognitive behavioral therapy in a nutshell says if I change my thinking about something, my automatic negative thinking, we call it, right? Automatic negative thoughts, then it changes my behavior, changing the way I feel. And I love this for a lot of reasons, and it works well for a lot of things. There's a couple of schools of thought here. Some say, well, I can act my way into good thinking quicker than I can think my way into good acting. In some situations, absolutely. And I think DBT follows that a little bit, right? Is let's interrupt our thinking. One of their techniques is splash cold water on your face. They like a lot of grounding techniques. So the action changes the behavior. Cognitive behavioral therapy, though, is a longer-term tool. It can be very short-term too, but it's a longer process to change my thoughts. Let me change the way I think about something. Makes sense to me. Both were introduced to you in chapter 7 very briefly, and I believe you need 2 resources. Your textbook needs to be one of them. You can use another textbook. You can use any scholarly resource. You can't use Wikipedia. You know all that by now. But I think it's 2 to 3 pages, just like your normal papers for any other class with me. And then you have a reflection paper. I haven't really talked about that, but that's a super simple assignment. It's like 1 to 2 pages, I think. Just a reflection of the course. Not just, hey, I liked it or didn't like it. And you're welcome to put that in there. I always welcome that feedback. But if there's something you really feel was helpful and that more importantly will help you help your clients later, absolutely, that's what I want to know about. If there's something you think might be harmful for your clients, I want to know about that. I want to know your takeaways and more importantly how you're going to use them and how you feel they'll be helpful for you in your career. So that's what I want. That's the reflection paper. Super simple. You don't even need any resources on it. You still got to do the APA title page, but super simple. I wouldn't send you out with anything too difficult, right? So really you have this DB in the next 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, you've got this DB and these 2 papers, and then you're done. So you could technically wrap up this course as quick as you can get those papers done. But anyways, guys, that's it on this one. Again, last time, I'll apologize for the quiz before it happens, and we'll move on from it. But this week, DB on Chapter 13, Prevention, your Easter break. You have a week off to work on your theories paper in this course. Then your theories papers due the following week. Then your last reflection papers due. So, guys, have a great week. If I can be of any assistance, as always, please don't hesitate to reach out.